What is Hoʻopili?
The Hoʻopili project proposal was actually a proposal by D.R. Horton, not by the council. D.R. Horton is proposing to build homes out in the area that's known as Hoʻopili.
This project is located in ʻEwa near UH West Oʻahu.
This is an illustration of Ho'opili's plan that includes color-coded areas that represent what is being built where.
According to the statistics shown, Hawaii's population far exceeds the housing units present in Hawaii.
How does this not benefit Hawaii?
Because in our state we import 80 to 90% of our food, and there really is a problem of food security that many have identified, that we really need to try to find ways that we grow our own food to feed ourselves. And Ho'opili, many say, is the last of the best prime ag land in the state of Hawaii. We've already paved over so much of our island, and many people see, especially Oʻahu, that we've just become, we're losing so much of what makes Hawaii unique, and much of that is the dying agriculture industry. I mean, Hawaii used to be big on agriculture. We used to have pineapple, we used to have sugar. That used to be part of our top economic drivers. And the more that we pave over these ag lands, the more that we come away from that, the more we become just like any other city, where we're no longer unique, we're no longer, can feed ourselves. And then the other thing is, of course, if anything was to happen where shipments stopped coming to Hawaii, and we no longer had all of our 90% of our food being imported into Hawaii, we're not going to be able to feed ourselves, and so there is a real fear of sustainability. As oil prices go up, so will the cost of importing everything for here that we need to eat and to survive.
How could this benefit Hawaii?
First of all, we are going to need additional homes for our people to be able to live in, to be able to afford to stay in Hawaii. I do believe it will do that. Additionally, by law, 30% of the homes are going to be required to be affordable to those earning 120% and below area median income, or AMI. What the City Council also did is require D.R. Horton, the developer of the Ho'opili project, to provide at least 235 rental housing units that will be available to those who, for whatever reason, are unable to qualify to purchase in fee simple their own homes.
Who is affected by this plan?
I think many of us feel affected by this lack of food that's being grown, in our state for our own local consumption. And at the same time, many of the proponents that support the project are affected because they're looking for housing, and they're not being able to find homes that they can afford and that are close to where they work and play.
What are the costs and benefits?
We are preserving our existing rural areas, Windward Oʻahu, North Shore, and other areas of Oʻahu by saving those areas from majority of future development.
Okay, if you look at the side of the developers, what's hard for them is that they've already invested so much into this project. So I can see why D.R. Horton very much is challenging this, because they already went through all the permitting, they went to the Land Use Commission, they went to the City Council. It's part of the city's development plan. And also for them to have to relocate the project would be a huge cost involved. At the same time, the people opposing the project, the cost of them is in addition to the ag things I've already mentioned, the loss of this prime ag land, is also the impact of having all these homes built in West Oʻahu, where we already have a huge traffic problem. So many people are saying that it's going to really adversely affect the traffic. And so it's really a tough thing. On both sides you have compelling arguments, and the opponents are also saying that it goes against the constitutional mandate of the state of Hawaii to do all we can to protect prime ag land. There was some testimony by the Ulupono Initiative, and they said that there's only about 5,000 acres left in the state of prime ag lands that actually have irrigation, that are actually something that can actually be farmed. And so to get rid of, to then eliminate these lands that Ho'opili wants to build on would really mean that we'd be at a very, very dangerously low level of ag land left to grow our food on.
What are possible solutions?
There are other lands that could be more appropriate for these thousands of houses they're planning. And so I was looking over what they're saying is that there's lands in the Kapolei town, in the heart of Kapolei, that many of which are vacant now. And they're saying that that would be a more appropriate place to build these homes. Another potential solution, if the project has to remain where it is now, is instead of building all the single-family homes like they're planning to, what if they build up and they build condos?
What are the economic understandings?
What are we going to do for our future generations? For the future that, once we pave over this land, it's gone forever. And prime land that it already was being used by Oʻahu farms and others to produce much of the produce that we eat here today. Once we lose that, it's gone forever. And you can't go and recreate prime ag land, once it's gone. And so there is a huge cost that they see, and that's why they're opposing the project. Many want to see the second city developed on the west Oʻahu. That's why they say we need these homes. So that's kind of the economic force supporting the project.
Because you will have many people in the construction industry who will be working over a 20-plus period. This is some people who are not able to qualify to buy a home, but will have a home to be able to rent. A number of people who will be able to become homeowners thanks to